Hello, my name is Colin and I am the founder of this channel. And I just wanted to hop on here quick and say thank you for clicking on this video. We will get into the interview with Uncle Dave very shortly. The goals for this channel go way beyond just interviews. And this is the first interview of many interviews. And we chose to do Uncle Dave because Uncle Dave is truly one of the nicest individuals and nicest men I have ever met and had the honor to sit down with in my entire life. So we wanted Uncle Dave to be the first interview. Our goal is to post at least once a week a new interview. If you would like us to interview Uncle Dave again and have any questions for Uncle Dave, you can leave those in the comments as well, and please let us know. This channel is going to be much more than just interviews. A lot of good is going to come out of this channel, and we hope that by interviewing the elderly, that maybe the younger generations and our society can slow down a bit, take some time to listen and hear from the ones who came before us, and hear their perspective on life, the way things are now in our world, how they grew up and how things have changed. Their perspective is important, and they have the most knowledge. They've been around longer than all of us, and Uncle Dave, the interview you're about to hear, is a lot of history and knowledge, and just, you're gonna hear how great of a man Uncle Dave is. And Uncle Dave is not even my uncle, just to clarify. He is my mom's mother's sister's husband. Everyone calls him Uncle Dave because he's like family to everybody. For a 97-year-old, Uncle Dave is on point. Okay, so it's a pretty short interview. It's only around 35 minutes. So thank you for having patience. Thank you for listening, Uncle Dave. I know he appreciates it. Another thing I'm going to do, guys, is if you're interested in supporting Uncle Dave does have his own business. It's been around for 70 plus years now. He is a legend in the fishing space. Okay, this man has been a fisherman since he was a child, and he sells fishing gear of all kinds. And if you are a fisherman or someone looking to get into fishing, I can't recommend Uncle Dave's store enough. It is called Dave's Sporting Goods Store. And I will set something up so that you guys can support him. Obviously, you can go into his store and buy something. Uncle Dave is there. This brings up another good point. You will hear a buzzing noise every now and then throughout the interview, and that is someone walking into the store, because Uncle Dave's house is actually attached to his store. So there's the store front, and then if you go through the store around the back, there is Uncle Dave's home. The buzzing noise is someone opening the front door coming into the store, and you may hear it throughout the interview. I apologize, but I also don't, because Uncle Dave is conducting business. He's a businessman. He's a good man, and that's why you'll hear the buzzing noise throughout the interview. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to hop on here quick, say thank you, let you know that there will be a way to support Uncle Dave, especially if you can't make it to the store. Also, I want to say that the times were different back then, okay? So you may hear some things in this interview that may shock you. You may go, wow. We ask that you give Uncle Dave respect and just understand that he grew up in a completely different time than we did. Please treat Uncle Dave with kindness, because I promise you, this is one of the kindest men I have ever met. And this is a good man. He's 97 years old, and he deserves the respect from everyone, because he gives nothing but respect to everyone. Be understanding and patient with Uncle Dave as we conduct this interview.
Can you tell me first, because I actually was wondering this morning, if you have a middle name. So can you first
Edward.
start? I never knew that. So tell me first your full name.
David Edward Windholtz.
Yeah, I did. I never knew your middle name.
I never talk about it.
Yeah, you don't. So thank you. Thank you. You excused me. Thank you.
Just call hey you or something.
Yeah, no. And what were your parents' names?
Josephine Windholz, of course.
Yeah.
My dad was in the First World War. He from Doylestown. They had a machine gun battalion. That's where he was in a couple bad bits, but he once got through it.
Yeah.
And then we went fishing and hunting.
That was the main thing you guys did together?
Yep, fishing, hunting, snowmobiling out west, up north, Quebec, and other places. Snowmobile.
Yeah.
Even went to. I have a problem with remembering, so
That's no problem. You're
you can
97.
laugh if you
Uncle
want.
Dave.
It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, well, 97 years old, you're not going to remember everything.
I was born in January 31st, last day of January, in 1929. You can't imagine the difference.
Yeah.
When I was born, that was just started the real problem that they had back then. Everything was going to pot. You couldn't get money. You couldn't do this because everybody was broke.
Yeah.
And I remember when I got a little bigger, maybe 6, even that, it lasted 3 or 4 years. It was a long.
Yeah.
But of course, as a kid, we didn't worry about nothing.
Yeah.
I used to take my dad, we lived on a lot of ground in the back, and he just loved to raise vegetables. And when I got old enough, I had my wagon,
Yeah.
and every Saturday in the summer, he'd pull stuff, beets, whatever he had, wash everything. You could eat it right in the bunch.
Okay. Yeah.
That's how they do those things back then.
Yeah.
And he'd fill my
Your wagon.
wagon.
Like the red wagon.
And I
That's
go
cool.
I'd go up Court Street to where the middle place is, and then go down Shore Avenue, stop all the stores. Women were all there waiting every Saturday to come out. Oh, this, buy this. That's how we got along. We sold vegetables.
Wow.
I did.
Yeah.
And when he makes a bunch of carrots or beets or whatever like that, and I don't remember, but I know it wasn't that much.
Maybe,
Yeah.
what, like 5 cents or something like that?
Might have been $1.
Wow.
If it was,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for this or that, or 50 cents or something like that.
Yeah.
We always, when I was like old enough, like 6, 7, we had went to the, this is what happens. I can't think of what I had in my mind.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
There was
went to the
5.
movies
Okay.
in town.
Mm-hmm.
And every Saturday, the kids, us kids, would go. It was a quarter.
For a ticket. A quarter.
And that was a lot of money.
What was the movies like? Like, what did it look like in the movie theater?
It was on State Street. Saturday would show when we were at war that you're seeing a lot of stuff.
They would play a lot of movies about that. Your father, did he tell you anything about the First World War? 'Cause
Not really.
yeah.
He made it through, and he was okay after that. I mean, he didn't have any bad.
Yeah. What did he do after the war? Like, what was his main thing after the war?
He had a couple jobs. I think some company that was making something for whatever.
Like a warehouse type thing? Okay.
Yeah. And then his father, my grandfather, Joseph, he was a painter. Paint your house, do this.
Yeah.
Wallpapering was a big thing then. His dad, he worked with his dad as a painter and paper hanger and all that stuff. And my mom worked in the bank, Georgetown National Bank.
Did you have brothers and sisters, Uncle Dave?
I'm sorry.
Did you have any brothers and sisters?
I was trying to get my ears to go.
He said, did you have any brothers and sisters?
No, my mother had two back then, before me. But she had two that were dead, that died, babies.
At childbirth? Did they die at childbirth?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. So, when I came along, fortunately, I was born in Abington. They had this house on the corner, and that was the hospital. There was nothing. It was just they had a few beds in and little things like that, and then every so often a doctor would go in for a couple hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's how they started.
Yeah. What about school?
School?
Yeah. What was it then? Do you recall? The
Yeah,
school?
what was school like?
Oh, well, the big school that burned down.
Is this where you went to school?
Yeah.
Okay, you went to
Oh,
school.
yeah. From grade 1 to you graduated.
Okay.
And what
It
was
was
school
all
like?
in the same school.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, all the way from till
Yeah.
12th to 12th grade until you went to college.
Yeah, I didn't go to college.
Yeah.
Very few
Yeah.
went to college.
Okay.
It wasn't really a thing then, was it? No. I didn't think so.
No, there was, maybe a doctor and his son. They put him in, or that type of. Get out for lunch. We used to get down and shoot groundhogs and come back.
You would skip school and shoot groundhogs?
Well, lunchtime.
At lunchtime,
Okay.
I thought that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Like during school
You had an
hours.
hour.
Oh, you could go and like have a hunting gun, and be shooting groundhogs during school hours.
Well, this
Lunchtime,
good buddy, he lived on his dad's farm 3 miles down.
Yeah.
So, and he could drive, so I could. At that time, I don't think I had the car, but yeah, he said, "Let's go." Because his dad wants to get rid of these things that mess up everything, and if we would get back in time. I could go from the house. I heard the first bell ring. This big bell. It would start, and so I'd get out, run up the road to school, down through the alley, and this and that, cross.
Wow.
And I could get there before I was late.
Did you have a lot of friends, Uncle Dave?
Not much. Because of when I was born, not because of my parents. I didn't get the right food because you couldn't get the right food, or you couldn't buy it because you couldn't afford it. I got born into that,
Yeah.
so it wasn't the best thing. I just didn't get a good, start. And I was skinny, tall. When I was full grown, I was 6'2", 62 and a half.
Yeah.
And back then, that was unusual. In other words, there weren't many tall like there are now.
Yeah.
Yeah, But I was just skin and bones, I guess. And I get sick a lot. All the measles, everything that they had back then, I had it all.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Not at once,
Right.
but through school. School didn't bother me too much.
Yeah.
I was a lousy school guy.
Okay.
You didn't like it very much?
No,
Yeah.
I just didn't have any help for it.
Okay. So if you were sick a lot, you probably missed a lot of school too then.
Yeah.
Yeah, how would
Oh,
you
yeah.
not?
I had to go to summer school, I think, twice
Yeah.
because I didn't pass. So you had to go to school in the summer.
After school, since you didn't go to college, what'd you do? What'd you do after school?
I worked for a guy, an old gentleman, at the farm, and he would come into town with it, and do what I did, only with a truck.
So what did you do for it?
So well, he was old,
Okay.
and wherever we'd stop, I'd have to run in and see what they wanted, or
Okay,
take
so
the
you were
stuff in.
delivering produce.
Yeah, because he couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And then he asked me if I could. At that time, I had bought a Chevy Coupe. Might have been $100.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean it was used.
Yeah.
It was just a coupe, and it had a in the back, instead of well, you could put stuff, but it had a seat. You had to ride in the rain sometimes.
Oh, no roof on it. There's no roof.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's no roof over this. It's just the back where
Okay.
you lifted a
Yeah.
thing in. So I had that. That was when I was, I guess, out of school, of course, because they got this used car, Chevy. It was just a coupe.
Mm-hmm.
You put two in, the driver and one in the front, and then the two people in the back if it wasn't raining too hard.
Yeah.
Because but the manager in Sears, he came to me one day and he said, I see you have that car, and he says, I think we need somebody to replace a bad refrigerator. The refrigerators were new. They had the round thing on the top outside, sitting up top. And if it had a problem, you would take that one off and put another one on.
Okay.
And that's what I did then. Because he said, I think you can get that in your back seat. And that's what I did. So me and another guy would go, because there was no men. They were all in the war.
Oh, yeah.
So he couldn't, nobody
Right.
did this. And so if the other kid and I go in, take this one off, carry that out, put this one back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was a refrigerator repairman. I fixed up those places in our attic, which was a real attic.
Mm-hmm.
And I built airplanes. They had back then they were, I can't think of the name of the wood, but it was real.
You built like small airplanes that you were...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you got to build it together, and then you got to cover it. You use a certain kind of paper, and you can stretch it and paste
Okay.
that on so you have it covered.
Okay.
Yeah, they were pretty neat.
Like a
Yeah.
model plane or something.
Yeah, I would make them anytime I had nothing
Okay.
to do. I'm up there making these.
That's great.
Throwing them off the roof.
Okay. Do you recall when you started the store? Because your parents did not start the sporting goods store, right?
No.
You did.
Well, I started that after I got out of the Air Force.
The Air Force. Okay.
I was 4 years in the service,
Okay.
and a couple of years in Korea. There's a sign on the refrigerator. Go look at that.
Okay, I'm going to go look at
Please.
it right now.
It'll tell you. You can take one off.
This one?
Yeah. When I got back out of the Air Force, I had to thumb my way home from Jersey because my mom is in the bank and my dad's painting.
Oh, yeah.
So nobody has any,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know,
Right.
these things. So,
Yeah.
so you can look at that. No,
So it says you were sworn in on October 25th, 1948.
yeah, I graduated from school
Yeah.
in 47. Shortly after I got out of school or graduated, I got a card to what they do. This tells you you're going to be taken and put in the
Drafted?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you start the store before you met my Aunt Sonia? Did you go to school with
no,
Auntie?
no.
No, I didn't think so.
She lived. She was a farm girl. She
Yes.
lived here, but
Yeah.
not here,
Right.
but in the farm in the back. That was funny.
So, do you recall what year it was that you started the store, or who did you buy the store from? Was it a Gaiman?
Yeah, Mr. Gates.
Mr.
Yeah.
Gaiman?
They lived at Caddy Corner across from us.
Okay.
He was in his 90s,
Oh.
and he got his eyes that they didn't have what they have now to fix it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What I can't remember the name.
Like cataracts and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the kids would go in the store, and it was just a long like this, not any wider than this, but longer, a little longer.
Was Mr. Gaiman selling the store then at the same time?
I think he was in the point of he's got to do it because
Well, yeah, because he was in his
the
90s.
kids would come out after school, 3 or 4 of them. And they'd go in, and a couple would go in the back, and a couple in the front. They'd take everything.
Okay, they were
Because
stealing
you
from
couldn't see
him.
'em.
Yeah.
Well, no. So I said, no. And I says, I got nothing to do. You want to, I'll come up and watch for you. So I
Yeah.
came up, and he was happy with that. And then after a little bit,
Yeah.
I said, I had thought of starting a store
Yeah.
as a kid. And I thought, this would be a good thing to do. So we talked, and he
Yeah.
did what he, very nice, and he helped. Didn't charge me a lot of rent. I mean, he charged me rent, but
Right.
not that high. What a mess. But anyway, we sold out all the stuff. Had somebody come in, and they would make up all kind of things to sell this stuff that was
Right.
cellar, had half a cellar full of some kind of paint that nobody wanted, stuff like that. We had to throw all that stuff away, which we did. And then I fixed up the place. I had a very good friend that he was worked for his dad, I think, as a builder. And at that time, I had a motorcycle, and he had one, and so we would go fishing. Each have our bike. We fixed it up so we could have the rod sitting up in the front, up by the handle somehow.
Yeah.
So we could take that, and we'd go fishing. And he built the counter that's in the store here, the counter here and then around and the side there. That's the thing he built in the store down there.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's
And you
still-
brought it here.
And we brought it here when we built this.
Wow, that's neat. I never knew
That's
that
old.
either. It is
That's
something.
old.
That is
Yeah.
old.
It made it look old too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all there. And the
You've still lasted longer than that counter, though. But
yeah. You remember some and you don't remember everything.
Right.
Where the reels are hung up in the store on the back of it.
yeah,
Yeah, all full of
Yeah.
reels. Yeah. That was at the one down.
in Doylestown. Okay.
It was we sold guns. We were hunting, fishing. I had bowling balls.
Yeah.
I had to go, if I sold a ball or a couple balls, I'd have to go down to Jenkintown where I had, a guy was selling me them.
Was that in this store here too, the bowling balls? In this one?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so, because I was going to say, I don't remember the bowling balls, but when I was very young, I do remember in this store the guns and hunting.
Oh yeah,
I remember
that's
that
where
very
the
well.
reels are. That's where the guns were.
Yeah, I remember that being younger. I
was,
remember all the guns being in
There
there.
was what 30 or so.
Yeah. What year was it? Do you recall when the store was moved here?
Oh yeah. I was there 9 years, and then the camping stuff got
Yeah.
came up.
Big. Okay.
And they had small things that you could hook on the car, and you could sleep. You put
Like-
up a tent on
Yeah, the
top
pop
of this
up,
thing. Yeah,
the pop up things.
yeah, pop up
Right.
stuff. Yeah, I thought well, that would be good, but I couldn't put them here in the store,
Right.
and I couldn't put them out front. So I said I got to go. Well, that's after I got in contact with my wife. So that would be probably 50, we get out 52, 53,
Yeah, 52.
something like that.
Okay.
So it would be 54. Well, I started the store 54.
Okay.
So it was right in there, everything right.
And it's still running today.
And yeah, 72, 73 years.
Yeah.
We're still here. Mom and Pop.
Yeah.
It was just Pop. But as soon as I was married, it was Mom and Pop.
Yeah,
We need more mom and pop shops.
we do. Because, I often wonder, now that you say that many years it's been here, how many businesses here in Bucks County have been here that long? Because that's really amazing, Uncle Dave. It really is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. I just talked to Dan out where Wawa is.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you were going to the airport, that's that road. It's right there. There's a big plumbing store. Dan, I can't think of the last name, but at the time I was friends because we did things together, and I just seen him, and he said, I talked to him a few days ago. I think he said he's been there 70 years
Wow.
because he was there way back. I do not know of any that long.
Yeah.
I would like to know because that's a long time. And the guy that started still there.
Oh, okay.
Me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of stores that have been around
Yeah.
longer maybe, but they went to this guy and this guy, and that's a long time.
It is a long time.
Uncle Dave, do you believe in God? Do you believe in God?
Yeah, I think he's helped me a lot.
He's helped you a lot?
I just, the things that happen sometimes. I mean, why am I still here? I got better, I grew out of the school bad things as far as that. Well, for 4 years in the service, that I think was a good thing. But I got that slip I started to tell you, the cards that you're going to be called,
Yeah.
and they usually put them in the army or something. And I said, I'm not an army man. I'm an airplane man, and I was nuts on airplanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was very shortly after I got out of school. A few weeks in this thing, we're going to get you. They just warned you that you're going to be taken in. So I said, I'm not going to do that. I said, so I turned around and drove down and I joined the Air Force. That was when the war was started, but they didn't need them, I guess, at that point. So they said, we'll notify you when you're called up.
So I would think that if you say that you believe in God, that would tell me that you pretty much know that God is what saw you through then.
Well, yeah, I'm not I went to Sunday school.
Yeah. Where did you go to church? Did your parents take you as a child? Was it Salem?
Was that on Court Street?
Yeah, Salem United Church of Christ in Doylestown. Was it Salem Church?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the older one.
Yes,
on
the
the
older-
right going out. I was married there. I was threw water on my head or something.
Baptized. You were baptized there.
Nice.
How old
What makes you happy today?
I don't know. It's just I don't want to sound like I'm making, I don't know what to say, but just being here with my family.
That's
what's
what I
left.
thought you'd say. Yeah.
I miss my wife, but
I'm sure you do, Uncle Dave.
it's the same. She fished.
I love that. She was a good fisherman and hunter.
Huh?
And hunt. She could hunt too, couldn't she?
Oh, she's a good
what
hunter.
You found the right woman.
Well, I'll tell you, you'll laugh at this. In the like 90, a friend called me, and he says, "Hey," he says, "You want to go on a double bait? Take two girls out."
Yeah.
He says, "I'll have two," and I never did that, so I said, yeah, okay. He picks me up. There's a girl in the front seat, which is his girlfriend. Anyway, I was in the back seat with one of the two of them, I think. I don't even went to a movie, whatever we did.
Yeah.
Oh, no. She was his girlfriend.
Oh.
So the other one sat with me. We had enjoyed, just had a good time.
Yeah.
And but before the night was over, this one said, "I want this guy," and she said, I'm not interested in him anymore."
Oh boy.
Just that quick. So that was my girlfriend. One night, few hours. The other guy wasn't going to call me anymore because I stole his.
Yeah, you guys weren't friends anymore after that?
No.
Yeah.
You lost a friend, but you gained somebody
Gained the wife.
for many years. You gained a wife. Auntie was a pretty outspoken
Oh yeah.
person, so she said something and she meant it, and she knew what she was talking about, didn't she?
Yeah. Us Germans get that way.
A little bit.
Yeah, oh yeah, she tells you what you.
She
Don't
did.
matter what it is, she's going to tell you. I can't think how long it was before we were married. It wasn't too long.
No, I wouldn't think so.
For honeymoon, we went to Florida.
Okay.
Had a big hotel that was almost on the water.
Oh, nice. And then you had 3 daughters together, right?
Lynn, Debbie, and Diane.
Okay, Diane's the youngest.
I'd like one guy. I said, now I got 3 girl dogs, 3 daughters, and a wife. I said, I got no chance.
No other men.
Stuck. No men.
What is your thought, if you have any at all, or your opinion of the way our world is today, the younger generations? What's your thought on it?
It's so ridiculous what's going on. I mean, look at how many people get killed. More people do it because of watching TV.
Yeah.
With these crazy things of ridiculous, guys flying around and this, and they shoot this and they kill that one. Crazy stuff. I wouldn't even look at those things. They just make me mad. And now all the kids, not all the kids, but a lot of them, they got to watch the TV and they got to watch these shows. And that in their head, it teaches them, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. You
Yeah.
don't like that guy? Go out and shoot him. It sounds crazy,
It doesn't, Uncle
but
Dave.
that should be wiped from anything. It should never even come out. If I had my way, I would make it the same as they did back in the cowboy days. Build a thing and hang them.
Mm-hmm.
People come around. And I'll guarantee you, you would have less of these guys watching that are going to kill somebody because they say, oh, I don't like that. And it sounds ridiculous. But a lot of these people that kill people, they let them go. The police. Would you?
No.
If somebody shot something,
No.
you wouldn't let them go. You either go to jail for the rest of their life. No, don't waste our money keeping them alive. If that's what they want to do, they're going to hang. Put it up on the center square up there or something. I'll guarantee you, you would get a lot less killings. Now, that's not very nice, But he didn't do a nice thing, or she didn't do a nice thing by killing somebody.
No, I can I can appreciate what you're saying, Uncle Dave, because I think there's so much on television now today, social media, on our phones, that are not healthy for our mental health that people see, and young children grow up now at such a young age.
I mean, I know it's an ugly thing
Yeah.
to do, but this guy killing somebody is ugly too. If I had a choice when to live, I would have done it back in sometime in maybe 60s, 50s.
Yeah.
It was still more like you help people, you know.
Yeah.
People. I had a guy. I was about 210. Now I'm just bones, but I was never mean. But I was out in the Midwest one time. Mom didn't go to look at next year's boats.
Yeah.
And see if I wanted to buy them or whatever. I stayed in a hotel. I come and walking down. It's only two blocks to where they have the water. I come around the corner, and there's this old guy. Who knows? This guy he was in maybe 20 or so. He was kicking him. The guy was sitting against the wall. And he walks up and kicks him. Well, I didn't care for that.
Yeah.
So I went up, I grabbed him by the collar, I pulled him up, and it's the first time and the only time I really, maybe one more time, that I got mean. First off, I grabbed him by the collar, stands up. Now he starts walking towards me. And I figured he's going to take a swing or something. Well, I was ready for it. He swung and I swung, and I hit him so hard with my
Yeah.
I broke his jaw. I says, if I ever see you again do that, I said, it's going to be a lot more than that. Oh, I'm going to call the police. I said, don't bother, I'll call the police. Oh, no, I can't call the police. Because I said, this guy here is the victim, and he can tell the police what happened.
Yeah.
Not me. He could hardly go, oh, no. I said, you're lucky, that's all. And I said, if I ever see you again, just pretending I live here, I says, you won't breathe too long. And that's the only thing I ever did to
Yeah.
But that drives me crazy.
It is interesting to me how you view yourself, though, as mean in that situation, because I think you would, because you never have struck me through my life as somebody who's a physical man. But to someone like me, it's not. You view yourself as that for that, but it wasn't mean. You stepped up and protected someone, Uncle Dave, but you weren't mean. But you did what you needed to do to help someone. That's all.
Rather than throwing them a dollar bill or $5 bill, or there's not much of that anymore.
Yeah,
there is, but
well, no, people are just people today are more selfish, and people are also raising their children more selfish. The world is more selfish today, is what it is. It is.
Yeah, you know, just don't look at that guy that's being kicked. Just walk by.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to do what's right, because that's what we were taught. We weren't taught like they teach them now.
No, I agree.
No way. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're welcome to come anytime, and I could burn your ears off.
Well, how would you not be able to? For 97 years, you had to talk about. That's a lot of years to talk about, Uncle Dave. That's amazing. You know, I think you've lived a long, wonderful life.
I could spend days telling you stuff.